Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer every Friday each week when judging begins. This is week 218 and this time around, as you can see, the theme is Mountain Tribal. We have clues: the wild side for our helm, go west for our chest piece, mounted bread for our legs, and a bone to pick for our right ring slot or upper ring slot. In this video, we'll have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible. Without further ado, let's look at that 100 score. Alright, for a 100 score, as you can see, I went for the Anemos hat. This is something you can get from Anemos lockboxes from Eureka Anemos. You can also get this off of the market board as well. The reason I went for this is because it's equipable by all classes, all genders, all jobs, level 1 and above. This should be easily accessible. Other options that should work for this are the Gargana skin hat of aiming and something like the Gayuki leather hat. I haven't tried any of those other options, but historically, with this clue, they have been correct, so they should probably work this time. For the chest piece, I went for the New World jacket. This is something you can craft. Unfortunately, there are no substitutes for this. However, it is equipable by all classes, all genders, level 1 and above in the game. Quite useful once again. You should be able to get your hands on this. For the legs then, I went for the Nomad's Breeches of Fending. This is a specific leg piece that you can get from the Bardham's Metal dungeon, which was released in Stormblood expansion. As you can see, you are required to be level 65, and specifically the Breeches of Fending I'm wearing here require you to be a tank. That's not to say that this is tank specific. You can be level 65 and wear any Nomad's Breeches of X, so this includes healing, scouting, aiming, etc. So basically go to Bardham's Metal and farm whichever legs would work for you. Alternatively to the Nomad set, you could also get the Kudzu Culottes of Crafting or the Kudzu Culottes of Gathering. However, those are both limited to the Crafting and Gathering Disciple of Hand and Land specifically, so obviously, bear in mind you will need a Disciple of Hand or Land at the required level to be able to use those. So use whatever is, best usable by you. And finally, for the ring slot, which is the upper ring slot or / right ring slot, I went for the bone ring. There's not really any point in listing alternatives to this, but there are many that I'm sure people will leave in the comment section below. This is actually accessible pretty much to everybody in the game, all genders, all classes, from level 9 and above, and you can get this from a vendor, specifically Lolanu, over in the market district of Uldar. Obviously, if you go over there, you can purchase this for, I think it's 132 gil or something like that. Very affordable, very usable, and honestly one of the best items this week. And there we go. That's the 100 score. If you have your own solutions for this, for these slots, feel free to post those in the comment section below. But let's move on to the die options for now. Alrighty then, so for the 80 with dies, as you can see, we have Celeste Green as our weapon die. That's any weapon in the entire game. Then we have Orchard Brown on the helm, chest, hands, legs, and feet. That's right, we have Orchard Brown ×5 and 1 Celeste Green on weapon. I think they're going easy on us this week, which is completely welcome considering there's also the live letter to cover later. So less time spent on this, the better for me personally. But very, very simple, as you can see. And of course, Orchard Brown is obviously purchasable from low-level die vendors. So bearing that in mind, let's move on to the easiest 80 possible. Alrighty then, so for the easy 80, as you can probably imagine, there's going to be lots of Orchard Brown involved here. Essentially what I've done is I've just dyed, well, any of those 5 items. So I've dyed 3 of any of those 5 items on the left side that were Orchard Brown with the dye options. I've dyed my hands, any hands in the game, any legs in the game, and any feet in the game, Orchard Brown. And then I've equipped the bone ring, which is obviously from low-level vendors, such as Lolanu. Bear in mind that you can get Orchard Brown dye from NPCs in all major starting city states as well. I went to Nana Bay, which is a vendor over in Aldar's Market District, because I was there. I thought might as well. And I don't know, if you didn't want to go for the ring as well as that, you could just do the 5 Orchard Browns and the Celeste Green. Orchard Browns, 5 of them is going to cost you 200 gil. The other way is like 132 gil for the bone ring, and then 3 dies. Honestly, it's going to be up to you how you do it, but it is very, very simple. As you can see this week, it's just like 3 dies in a ring, or just the die options themselves are incredibly easy. But that's pretty much all you have to do to get an 80. Just make sure you have something equipped in every slot, as you can see here, like I have, and you're pretty much guaranteed. It's probably one of the easiest fashion reports that you have seen in a long time, at least for the minimum base MGP. So put that FC buff on, put some personal buffs on, and get yourself some MGP for the week. Anyway, thank you so much to the Reddit community for helping with the die options. And of course, you know, everybody on social media who were pretty quick with the results. A lot of this was made easier, though, by historic results for each of these slots. There wasn't really anything new this week. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.